Hello my crafty friends, how you guys doing today? Welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. I have a small project I'm going to do, and this was kind of the size I wanted. You know, I want it just to be kind of a small, when I go on my first RV trip, I want to have something that I can put memorabilia in, print some pictures when I get home, and slip in there, and of course write down all the things that we did and the people that we saw, and just, you know, just kind of have a nice trip, a trip log kind of thing. And I thought, you know, I would end up making maybe one for every trip. It wasn't going to be, you know, not going to be that big, so hopefully I would fill one up each time I went. But, so I don't want to make it huge. So, putting this aside, because that's just full of paper, I pulled out the G45 Woodland Friends, which I thought for camping, you know, this is going to be perfect. It's got all different kinds of animals on it. It's got beautiful cards, lots of flora and fauna, and beautiful colors. I love the squirrels, and I don't like them so much when they eat all our bird feed, but I love the squirrels. I love chipmunks too. Chipmunks are so cute. But it's got some pretty plaids in it, and yeah, and it's working with a little bit more of a summery look than spring, which we're kind of getting into now, believe it or not. Okay, so what I was thinking was, I have these 10 by 13 envelopes, and I basically cut them in half. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, I'm going to fold it, we're going to leave this one, because I'm probably going to use that as my cover. So, and then I'm going to just cut along the line. There we go. Okay. So, we have 4 of these now, because I have 2 envelopes that I have pulled apart. Alright? So, basically, I think they're going to be 2 little signatures. That's it. Just with these. I'm not going to put any other paper in or anything like that. But, you know, these are open. I do have a flap. So, I got lots of options I can do with these. You know, this one's got the bottom, and but when you fold it, and you do need to have a good bone folder or something, the edge of your scissors, you know, the handle of your scissors or something, because it is right where they put the envelope together, right down the center. So, now that just does not look all that straight. Okay, so there's that one. And these 2, I folded them in on the fold. And these 2 I'm folding out on the fold. So they're going to be different. I'm probably gonna have to glue them down. But anyway, they're a little fiddly, but for the most part, I think they're gonna make nice little signatures. Okay, So we've got our 2 signatures. Now, other than this, I didn't really have a whole lot of planned. Now, I did take, I also have these little Woodland Friends collection die cut assortment number 48, or 48 assorted pieces, I guess, is what they're saying. But there's all kinds of little things in there. So I have these heavyweight sheet protectors. Well, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I've got the 9 card things. I've got a lot of those. I've got the little 1-inchers, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to take one of these out. And what I did was I first cut off this strip right here. I just cut it off. I took it away. But I don't want to cut the sewn part where it sealed it together. And I can still cut more off of that. Come on, get over there. Okay. I did not get it all, so I am going to, let's see, I think this might be the best. But anyway, so I'm going to get this cut without opening the seal. That's a biggie. Don't open the seal, because then everything will fall out. We don't want that. Okay. So then I made these where they would hold, I cut it where they would hold a 4x6 picture. So I can just have some spaces where I can just slide in a 4x6 picture. I'm also thinking that my grandson is going to help me do this. So another reason that's kind of fun. And I believe that this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. So I cut it at 6.5. I think because that's what these are. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this at, I think I'm just going to cut it at 6. Maybe a little bit over 6. And maybe I'll get 2 out. And I'm not going to be able to cut this on here. Am I? Is it cutting? Oh, it is. Not very well, though. Alright. Never you mind. Let's just take it down the line. I'm just going to take my pencil . I don't know if you guys can see this, but I can. Okay. And I'm just going to cut right along the pencil line. Okay. So this will give me, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is 5 by 4 1/4. And then I just took my bone folder and did that to it. I want, get the sides together. There we go. Okay, so now I have 2 of these. See, this one, I did not. Okay, so this one is a tube and this one is a tube. So they will have to have something done to the bottom of them. Not going to be an issue. So, you know, don't worry about that. We will be able to take care of that. Now, let's So I have those, and I think we'll start out with a pretty picture on both. All right, and then maybe in between the two, we'll have another little picture. So there's that. And that. Okay, so what do I want to glue up? What do I want to, now this is, that's sealed. That's the bottom part. This would be fine for a little tuck spot. So I think that I will just leave, and then the top is open, so that will be a nice, you know, pull something out, put a nice tag in there, or a little booklet. I'm trying to see if I have, oh my goodness gracious, wrong one. Did I put it in here? Yes, I did. Good girl. Exactly where it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm just going to, actually, I think I'll wait until I know, I've got my little notcher, my thumb notch from We Are Memory Keepers. Okay, so this one is pretty well set. We don't have to do anything with that one. And I think this one, you know, other than, of course, we do have to do that. And this one is going to work fine for the pockets as well. And then everything coming off the top. All right, so we have our two signatures, and I want to make the cover. So I think what I will do is bring up, leave that about there, and bring this up to about here, and let me see. That can still come up a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, I think we can bring it up a little bit more, and then I think that's enough. Okay, so it is up 1, 2, 3 1/4. So then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3/4. And these are about 6 1/2, so we're good. We are good. And then I am going to go ahead and glue this part down. We're not going to have another opening on the top. I mean on the sides. We're just going to, of course, no. If I do a closure, I'll do one with my papers. So I'm just going to fold this. There we go. Okay, so now I've got a nice pocket on the inside of my book, but this is longer than I need. So let's see if we put this here and bring this over. Now, isn't that neat? I love that. Okay, so I'm not sealing it. I think this is going to be really nice. I can get rid of this part on the fold over. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that idea. Let's go ahead first and start doing a little bit of decorating. I'm not going to do a huge amount, but let's see. We have, let's see, what are we on? 16 minutes, I think, 14 minutes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per. And So I'm going to pull out one of the main sheets. There's one. I love this one. Two. Oopsie. Three. Okay, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 8 is the cards, but I'll still take one of them because it also has the fox on the back, which I love foxes too. Okay, so we'll put that aside. I'm going to take a couple at a time and I'm going to cut off the tops. So you guys can do the same. Now you can do this with any 8x8 pad that you have. Even if you have some bits and pieces of 8x8 pads. Okay. I wish G45 would put some stuff we want to use on their little things. They just put what they have to and are done with it. Why are you being so funky? Funky potato. Funky potato. Okay. Toss those. Nothing we need here. Alright, so we're going to have our paper first, but let's see. I just love that. Very pretty. So it's going to be as simple as, let's just pick some papers and get things started here. Cut and cut. Excuse me. Big thing is to see where your cut mark went. Okay guys, so sorry my camera went kaputsy. So you saw me do everything. I pulled out 8 sheets, one of each one of the sheets that is in the 8x8 pack. So I have all of those pulled out. I didn't get too far. I looked up to make sure everything was going on perfectly, and it wasn't. So this is the first signature. So I pulled this to the side. There's my first page, which was the back of this one, which is the first page in the book. And then here, this is the front of that same piece of paper. And it was already pre-cut, perfect size. And then I took a piece from this paper here. And I used my thumb notch on the inside so that I can pull a tag out. Okay? Now here, I had, this was actually the first one that I had cut, and I cut it too short for over here. So I took another strip off of the other piece that was the same width. I took a strip off it. I took a piece of copy paper, and I glued half the copy paper onto the bottom of this piece, and then I flipped it over, put glue on it, and added this piece to the bottom. Because now it is long enough to go underneath my pocket. And I also learned, mat the back before you do the pocket, because you have this piece is not all the way to the edge. So you glue a little bit more down of your pocket than you really kind of want to if you're not careful. So, oh, and I'm inking everything. And I'm just using the black since it was here from Alice. But you only have to do the 3 sides on these. Yay! Okay. So you didn't miss much. I wasn't talking about anything, really. Wasn't worth mentioning. Oh, good Lord. So, one thing I was saying is I really enjoy doing these little small projects, and I think I'm going to have a blast with my grandson helping me to fill this out every day. Now, this was a piece from here, and it was the proper width. And then I'm just going, and I've already inked it. I need to just put glue here, like that, and then just put glue on the end there, and then skip a space and come on over. And then I can do everything else. So that I'm not gluing down a big section of my pocket. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right. So there. And now I'm going to also eyeball and just put my thumb notch in there. This needs a little bit more glue right there. Make sure you burnish everything down, but keep things out of the center. Don't take things, this one probably got a little too close in there, but I mean, I'm still fine. But you know, there is going to be a lot pushed up in there, so you do want to make sure that you're, you know, that you're leaving space for all of the things that you need to get in there. So there is, oh, I still have the back to do. And again, this is just going to be a solid piece of paper. Let's do the pretty rabbits. I love this page. I know Gail Augustinelli probably loved this pack. She is wild about bunnies, and these are some cute bunnies, and I love the colors with them too. So, all right, let's see. Where is my mark? Oh, there it is. Okay, right there, and that's the only thing with the, is that it? I have it this way. Right there. Wasn't looking in the right spot. Okay. So there is that page. Okay. So I think what's going to happen is that the tags that I put are going to be what I write on. Okay, because this is just pretty. It's just downright pretty. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you guys say. It's just pretty. Okay, and I'm going to take this one off, and I'm going to go ahead and see what I want to do. So this is going to face here. There will be picture in between, but so I think I'll do this. I like this. I didn't cut this very straight here. There we go. So let's make this a really, really pretty, and pull it down just a smidge. Okay. You got to remember that these envelopes are not square, so don't kill yourself trying to make it match perfectly and stuff, because they're just not. They are just not going to do it. Okay. And if there ends up being a huge gap somewhere or something, you can fix it. You can totally just take another piece, make a pocket, make a belly band, make a side pocket, whatever you need to do in order to cover that up. It's just, you know, just remember, guys, this is paper. If you don't like it, yeah, you might, you know, you only have so many sheets and stuff, but you can make it work. It's got to be pretty bad for you to throw it away. And if you do, then you do. It's okay. You know, it's okay. And when you're just learning, or if you have something that is so precious to you, you want to make sure you don't make any mistakes, make one entirely, whatever it is you're going to make, with a different paper line. Just make a whole whatever. And okay, so this side doesn't have pockets, so we're going to make pockets for it, okay? Because it would be too boring not having pockets. And I need places to write. So, I love this one. So I have this, and I have the green leaves. What else do I have? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. So I'm going to make the pockets the same size. They just won't have any white to them. I'm not going to get any cardstock out and do that. I just want to get about the same width. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Well, I do have this piece that's already cut. That's perfect, but I'll use that one over here. And let me go ahead and get this one, because I think this will be beautiful. Beautimous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. There we go. So, these two about the same? Yes, they are. Yay! So I'm going to make this pocket. Again, stay away from your center. Where'd my line go? Oh my goodness gracious. Isn't that just funny that I cannot see that where it went? I know I made one. Did I do it here? Yes, right there. Jiminy crickets. Once I saw it, it was like, how could I have not seen that? But I was not seeing that. Okay, so we're going to do the squirrels. And I put that paper somewhere. Where'd I put the squirrels? You guys, I heard somebody yelling, lift it up, Dingleberry. Calling me names, are ya? Okay, and I don't need to take this all the way down, so I'm going to take it down a little bit. Okay, so we're going to cut this. And we're going to cut this right there. Beautimus. Beautimus. Ink that puppy up. Glue it down. Yes, I think we will have a lot of good time filling this out. Doing things that we can put in our little memory books. And, you know, mamas, you can do this with your kids. They can even put one together. This is not that hard. And, I mean, it's 3 envelopes, which usually crafters have. Now I'm just going to glue the 3 sides, the 2 shorts and 1 long. And that is what is my pocket. Because I'm not going to try and fit a ton in these, just a little bit. Pull that over. There we go. There. And so now I have a very nice pocket. Doo-doo! Good job. Good job. Okay, and then I had this piece for here, which is perfect. And what else? I've got lots of little pieces now, so why don't we try and do a bit. See that, and that, and then a little piece. Okay, so, and that'll fit up there. Oh, I want that little bird and the, okay, so, again, I'm going to get my copy paper out. You guys know I love doing this. And this is a perfect thing. So I'm pulling it down. We're going to make it right here. And then get my pocket. Well, it's the same as this one. So I'm just going to carry it about down to here. So let me cut this. Okay. Double check that it's good. All right. So now, this is my pocket. I'm not going to do anything with this, but where's that little piece? I know I want to start with this going across, and I think I'll cut it yeah, I think I'm going to cut it right like this. So it's the same as the pink. There we go. That little piece I can throw away. All right. So this piece, and I am going to ink all of them. Everything's still going, yes. Good Lord. That camera is just teasing me now. Just absolutely teasing me. And I don't know how much of this I need, but it will just go off the edge of the paper. So I'm just going to put my glue straight down. And you can do this with, you know, as many pieces as you're trying to get rid of. Sometimes all I have is a bunch of little pieces, and I'm trying to, you know, make them into a large page that I can get something done, you know, get more bang for my buck kind of thing. Okay. Now just remember though, this is copy paper, so taking a moment and really burnishing is going to help make sure that you're not going to get the warping. It could be some of the glue that you use as well, but okay, so this does not go all the way to the end. So I think I want to find something that will just give me a single little strip of something interesting. So I could just do a single little strip of this. So it does not have to be very large. Okay. But I will just put, so I have that, or I have the multi, but that's the multi. So we'll just, let me ink this little thing, ink my fingers as well. I don't know how people can do this without inking half your body. I don't know. And again, I'm going to put some glue down and just lay this right next and do some good burnishing. All right, so now I can ink the rest of this sheet. And let's just glue all around the edges. And we'll put this bad boy right down here. I think I was going to use the other side, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Oops. See, now okay. We will just trim off the top just a smidge, because actually it was not really very all put together. Not really very put together. Okay, so we do need to ink it again because the white paper will show. All right, so I'm going to cut along the bottom of the paper. You can use your scissors or your cutter. Oh, all my pieces fell on the floor. All right, and then this is I'm remeasuring it because I wanted to make sure that I did have it wide enough, because I wasn't sure that I did. So this way, wherever that lands, it lands. There, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Still going. Yay! Okay. And there we go. Let's get and burnish. I don't know. Oh, that's the the underneath. Okay, so then we're just going to put our pocket on this one. Okay, just on the 3 sides. And there we go. All right. And I am going to do my little thumb notch. Now, if you don't have a thumb notch, don't worry about it. If you've got a circle punch, if you have a square punch, if you have a... You could even take this off and lay it and you know, run your pencil around it. If you have one of these, you can, you know, run your, just a circle and just make a, you know, and then cut it out. You don't have to run and get a punch just because I have a punch. But I have it, so I'm going to use it. I have it, so I'm going to use it. This needs a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So, we have one side left to do. And I think on this one, I think I'm going to make a side pocket. Let's see. I used this one here. I think I used most. Okay, so this didn't get used, and this is beautiful. So I have that. And I've got some of that pink there, but that's okay. So that could make, it wouldn't be that much, it would be about like that. This would be the pocket, so I could tuck something in sideways. And that would be against this, which is going to be very pretty. Alright, so we're going to do that, and that will leave me, I'll just have to pull out a few more sheets to do the other one. Okay. So, let's get this, and I'm going to put both of these together and cut them together. It moved. There we go. All right. So, ink. And I didn't ink the inside piece because it's going to get covered by the pocket. Alright, so here is this. Oh, I love it. Okay, and then how much do I want here? Let's put it right about there. Get this one cut. And then I'm going to do the other one off camera. I know, I'm sorry. Well, you just lost, I lost my little picture there. I don't know, this, I have got to figure out something different because this setup is just not going to work for me. It's just not. Oh, okay, so I'm just going to do, again, the 2 short sides and 1 long side. and make myself a little side pocket. Remember, I cut these together so they are the same length, so that works out perfectly. And voila. Okay, so we have this one in the center of that, and then, no, wrong. This is our center, and we have this one, this is our center, and then we have this one, and that is how it's going to get put together. This one, however, needs to have the bottom. Next time I come back, I will have all of the papers on our envelope parts, okay? And then I will show you several ways of sealing the bottom of these so that we can stick our pictures in there and not have them fall out. So we have 2 of those to do. All right, guys? Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, bye.